Tere dumelang, this is Kutlwano Silwane Maota and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah. Welcome back to the returning subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. You guys are gonna be empowered, educated, and really gonna become an A student. Yeah. Alrighty, so now it's back to school, back to reality. I'm gonna be giving you guys the top tips on how to start school right. That first step on the moon, that first step to get where you want is gonna be very important. So I hope you are jotting, you are taking notes, and you are engaging with this so that you guys can make it in life. Alrighty, let's get into the video. Alrighty, the first and most important tip is gonna be to set goals. Now, one of the best speakers of our time, Vusi Tembakwayo, somebody that I really love, he usually says in his seminars is that humans are incentive driven, or humans are incentive based, meaning that they need a goal, they need something to drive them to what they want, especially when that labor is something that's, tedious, it's something that's pretty boring to them, you know what I mean? So I'm going to give you something very effective, and that is to set input goals and to set output goals. Now, your input goals are something that's gonna lead you to your output goals. The input goals of basically wanting to lose weight is gonna be to do sit-ups every single day. I'm gonna do 10 sit-ups every single day so that I can get a six-pack. And the six-pack is the output goal, I know a lot of people will be setting the output goal, without setting that input. And that's something that you should focus on. It's something that I always focus on. Another example would be that if you're struggling with Afrikaans, you want to get that 80% in Afrikaans, which is the output goal. Make sure that you're setting the input goal, which is to be practicing the proper fanfare every day, practicing all the grammar, getting the vocabulary every single day. Make sure that that's your goal. Put it on your screensaver, put it on your desktop, put it somewhere that you can remember that you're doing this every day, because it's important to set those goals so that you can be driven, so that you know what you're doing. Alrighty, on to the second tip. Alrighty, so my second tip for you guys is gonna be time management. It's really important to set your time, and make sure that you are using your time effectively. I know many students that will be giving excuse like, hey, I had to do chores, I had to do this and this last night, so I really couldn't finish my homework, or I couldn't study for this test properly. And honestly, I feel like that's lame, bruh. You can't be saying such things, You need to make sure that immediately when I arrive back home, I am scheduling my time accordingly. I come back at around 2, So from 2 until 9 p.m, I've got all that time for leisure, for playing PlayStation, chilling and tontoni, and studying and homework and assignments. You know what I mean? I need to make sure that I'm placing all those things. And of course, I've got chores, I've got dishes to do, once in a while I gotta cook, you know what I mean? So I'm making sure that I am jotting down as to what I have to do at this certain time in this hour, I want to go out and chill with the friends, maybe at Boma 4, So I'm making sure that I'm setting my time correctly. Right now, it may seem as a bore, but you need to make sure that you are setting your time correctly, because these are the ways that effective students use their time, You don't even have to study for like 4 hours, 5 hours. You need to make sure that hour that you're studying, that hour that you're doing homework, you are using it, you're doing proper stuff, you know what I mean? So now let's get into the third tip. Tip is gonna be that you guys must fix your sleeping schedule. This we don't even have to dwell on it for too long. Just make sure that you're sleeping on time. Students usually need up to 8 to to 10 hours or so of sleep, you know. So make sure that you're sleeping on time and you're waking up on time for school, you know what I mean? If your phone is a distraction, move it aside, take it to a different room, or just be disciplined, you know what I mean? Make sure that you're setting maybe an alarm, you know, that will remind you that every day at 9:30 or 9 o'clock that you better be in bed, that you better be asleep, because you're gonna need the energy to engage in class, to you know, to think and to process a lot of things while you are in school. On to the fourth tip. Okay, the fourth tip is going to be that you need to engage in class. Engage in class, people. Like, it is really important that you are giving out your opinions, you are giving out how you view certain topics, you know, because your teacher will be able to guide you, will be able to help you. You know, you don't even have to study definitions at times, you know. If you really understand what a synonym is, what an antonym is, you know, oh, hi man, it's this and that, because I was listening in class and I was even able to formulate my own even understanding, you know what I mean? So make sure that you are engaging in class, you are giving ideas, you are debunking, you know what I mean? And that's what makes school fun anyway, you know what I mean? So make sure that you are engaging, that you are fresh, and that you do the most. Yeah. On to the fifth tip. Alrighty, now the fifth tip is also very important. Why do you care? Simple, okay? You need to find your motivation, your why. Why is it that you really care to get that 90%? Because right now you're starting fresh, you're starting like, you know what? I'm gonna get that 90, you know. But as term 2 comes on, as term 3 comes along as well, you start losing, you know, motivation. So make sure that you find a why that is really deep and rooted within you, that you know what? I want to take my family out of this situation, you know. So getting that 90 is gonna give me that bursary, that scholarship, you know, so that I can make sure that I'm studying in a good varsity, I get a good job, you know. So it starts off with good grades, you know. So make sure that you have a good motivation, a good why that is rooted deep within you, that, hey, you know what? Even if I have to wake up at 5 in the morning, I know that my motivation is what is like waking me up. It's the thing that's making sure that I'm studying, I'm going hardcore. When the tililis come in, you know, when the friends want me to go party, my motivation is also keeping me disciplined. It's the bigger picture, what I've been talking about. Alrighty. So thanks for staying tuned all the way here onto the fifth tip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell so that you know when I'll be uploading next time, so that you guys can be the first ones to get to my video, to get motivated and improvement. You know what I mean? Hit that like button and comment as to which chore do you hate the most, you know? I hate the dishes, you know, and cooking, you know. Maybe you have something different, you know what I mean? Let's engage, let's laugh at each other's demise and know what do you hate doing the most. Alrighty, thanks for staying tuned. I hope you guys will be here for my next video. We'll be dealing with Afrikaans, maybe maths, you know. Stay tuned. We're going far.